Good morning, PNG Indians. I'm Sarah Nguyen.
And I'm Kendall McBride. It's Friday, February 24th,
And these are your morning announcements.
It's Friday, the best day for me. Hanging, smiling, sure you agree. And the best part of the day for me, the best time is prime time.
We are now just over a week away from this year's Indians Give. More than 100 students have signed up and are ready to make a difference in our community.
And remember, this event is open to all grade levels. Indians Give is a one-day service event where students and faculty give back to the community through various work projects. Next Saturday, March 4th, groups will spread out across Port Neches and Groves and make a positive impact by helping those in need.
There's one more meeting before the big day, so join us next Wednesday after school in the cafeteria for all the details. Help us make a difference in our community. It's been a big couple of weeks for the Indianettes.
Competitions in both Cypress and Clear Lake on back-to-back weekends. For the first time, we've done 2 competitions in 1 year. Here's a look at just some of the big awards earned by our squad.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
For more pictures and videos and a complete list of awards, check out the Indianettes on social media. February is Black History Month, and PNG students are celebrating the accomplishments made by African Americans in our country.
Our Cultural Leadership Council has sat down and discussed some of the innovations we use every single day.
Wow, this humidity this morning was super crazy.
No doubt.
Driving was bad.
Have you tried a new product?
I actually saw this TikTok last night over the oldest companies that are still around today, and the lady who started this was Madam C.J. Walker. I don't know if you guys know this, but Madam C.J. Walker, she's best known for her hair care products for different textured hair, and the chemical formulas that she had back in the day, or stuff like that.
How did she learn these chemical formulas?
Whenever she became a widow, she moved around a lot. So she obviously had different jobs. She worked in pharmacies and stuff like that. And what set her apart from the other people was that she was actually the first. She had more access to chemical formulas that other women didn't, especially Black women in general. She learned more. She went ahead of the curve, I guess you could say.
So impressive.
But basically she inspired other women to not just sit around and wait, which really helped the generation back then, even with the times.
So you said that she discovered chemical formulas for different textured hair. Is your product still available today?
Actually, yes. I was looking into it last night, and her products are still available at Walmart or Target and different places like that. So even 100 years later, her products are still good, and her organic formulas are still being used today.
Yeah, it's so cool. Wow. It sounds like she really worked hard to expand the hair care to all types of people, and this actually reminds me of another Black woman who expanded availability to underserved populations.
Wait, what's her name and why did she invent it?
Well, her name's actually Dr. Patricia Bath, and she invented the device that allows vision impaired to have restored sight with cataracts. And she really worked her way to the top, but she encountered a lot of racism and sexism, unfortunately. Whenever she was employed at UCLA, she was the first Black female to be on staff, but they offered her, her office was in the basement next to the lab animals that they would be working on.
That's really messed up.
Yeah, I know. And she was literally performing groundbreaking research that would lead to an invention today that's used by millions all around the world. Yeah. and she definitely had to persevere through a lot of discrimination to get there. But she was actually able to found the American Institute for the Prevention of Blindness. And why she wanted to do this was because whenever she was climbing to the top, she actually noticed that double the amount of blacks had vision impaired than whites because they were in underserved populations. And this was due to the lack of ophthalmic care. So she created something called community ophthalmology that is still around today, that just makes sure that every community has what it needs to have correct vision and all the resources.
Wow, that's really cool. I know of a guy who also impacted our lives even to this day. His name is Charles Richard Drew, and he discovered the blood bank. He discovered a way of separating red blood cells and plasma. He actually went to college in Massachusetts on an athletic scholarship.
Wow, so he's like PNG students today.
Yes, he's mostly known for his athletic career, but his research was over blood transfusion, and he developed techniques for blood storage. He applied his knowledge to developing a large scale of blood banks for the World War II.
Whoa, it sounds like he saved a lot of lives. I actually read up last night about someone who also saved a lot of lives. His name was Garrett Morgan. He was the guy to create the modern traffic light.
Oh, wow.
So he was super successful earlier in his life, and he was the first black man in Cincinnati to own a car. And when he was driving at many intersections, he saw some really bad accidents. So he just decided to use his mechanical skills to create a new traffic light, and it was the first warning light. And
Wow.
he actually ended up selling it to General Electric for $40,000, and from there it expanded all over the world. So he's really impressive.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, so all of these people like still impact us today.
Yeah, these are just a few of the great black men and women inventors that are still impacting our lives today.
Awesome. All right, let's get back to work. School starts in like 10 minutes.
These are your morning announcements. Have a great weekend from PNG Primetime. This is for you, Goose. Slay!
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please recite the pledge to the Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
We will now observe a moment of silence.
Ray Figueroa, Andrea Gomez, Alejandro Herrera Marquez, Brayton Lilly, Daniel Martin, and Neela Wilburn.
Happy birthday from PNG Primetime! Woo!
Have a great weekend, PNG Primetime. Yeah!